Have you ever wondered why the angel Gabriel was a lot more stricter to Zechariah than it was with Mary? If you have no clue what I'm talking about, let me give you a backstory on what it is that I'm referring to. This is a story in the Bible in Luke chapter 1. That's what even begins the story. Luke's writing to Theophilus. Angel came to visit Zechariah. And it was recorded in the Bible that Zechariah was a priest who was married but didn't have a child and he was old. And the angel came to visit Zechariah, and he said to Zechariah, he said, You're going to have a child. God has heard your prayers. But there's a question he asked the angel. He said, How is this possible, seeing that I'm old? Which seemed like a logical thing to sort of ask, right? Because it's old, so how are they going to have a child? Got upset with his statement and said he was not going to speak until that child has been delivered. Gabriel was sent to Mary, and he came also with his news of childbirth, and God is pleased with you. You're going to have a child. He's going to name Jesus. She asked the question, How would this be, being that I'm a virgin? Which is also a logical question, because one of the reasons why a lot of people don't even accept Jesus to today is because how can a virgin give birth to a child? Oh, that must be fairy tale. It was logical for her to even ask the angel that. The angel heard her question and he did not react the same way he reacted with Zechariah. She told her the Holy Spirit will overshadow you. We just told her a lot of things, and it was recorded in Luke 1:37 said, For with God nothing will be impossible. Then it begs the question, why did the angel react this way to Mary and react certain way to Zechariah? Was it because she was a woman and so he wanted to come out with her, and Zechariah was a man? Zechariah was a priest, and at that height of his priesthood, it was expected that he had seen God moved in ways that people like Mary had not witnessed. It was not the first time God would have come, sent an angel to him, and then he would have seen God's work come to pass. I believe is the reason why the angel Gabriel was so upset with Zechariah that he had to make him dumb so he couldn't speak. But when it came to Mary, Mary was a young girl who might not have really seen God work in miraculous ways. Seen her life has always just been logical things that we expect. If you do like this, you do like that. One plus one equals two. Nothing spectacular. I know you've not really seen God in a way that other people have seen God, but I want you to know that with God, nothing is impossible. But this is the process that was going to happen, and you would have a child. And then her response was that, Let it be to me according to your word. And there are two things to take away from this is that there's this thing people would say, don't ask, don't question God, don't question God. He will be angry. But the question is, who is questioning God? I think the main question is, who is questioning God? There are two. When we look at Zechariah, we look at Mary, they represent different types of Christians. People who have seen God in miraculous way. They ask God for something 2 3 months, they get it. They've seen God move in the life of people. They have felt the tangibility of God. They have seen miracles happen. And there are kind of Christians that to them miracle is a mirage. They've not seen it. Like they just have to live their life. Plus, prayer requests have not been answered for years. The same prayer requests they had in 1995 is the same prayer request that they have in 2025. Nothing has changed. I think that this is one of the things that made God angry with the Israelites, because he showed his hand, he divided the Red Sea, he brought manna, he caused water to come out of the rock, different things that he did. He expected their mind to be transformed and this God is real, and reduce their complaining. It didn't happen. When God says something that kind of Christian, and that Christian ask questions, God can be offended with that type of Christian. But the Christians don't know what it is to have an encounter. They don't know what it is to have encounters. They've not had encounters. They've not had miracles. They're just living this life as it goes. And then one God says it's time, and then he sends his angel. Of course, they're going to ask questions because their mind cannot carry it. And that's why for this kind of people, what God will do is that if He wants to bring them into their promised land, He'll begin to start to work with their mindset so that you can come into agreement and then finally say, let it be unto me according to your word. That's what it is. So when that our Christian is asking God, how can this be? He can't be offended because he knows that you have not really seen me. I have not really displayed myself through you or anyone around you. So that's why you find it hard to believe. But he can be more compassionate to explain and to show and to try to open the eyes up and say, no, this is me. But for somebody who has experienced, they tasted it, handled it, to come and ask, how can this be? It can be feel insulting. And I feel like that's why Kaya was treated that way and Mary was treated the other way.